समय पानी सा बहता रुकता नहीं, होता है विलीन अदृष्ट अमल काल में। युग बीत जाते हैं, युगों से युग प्रवर्तक निकल जाते हैं। युग युगांतर से होता रहा है ऐसा। पद चिन्हों को मिटाते हुए समय का चक्र अस्थि कुंभों के अवशेष बहाता है पानी में। परंतु समय रखता है याद उन्हें जो दृढ़ होते हैं, जिन्हें पराभूत करने के लिए आया हुआ क्षण लौट जाता है और वो हो जाते हैं स्मरणीय।
हमने भारतीय संस्कृति की एक ऐसी महान अध्येता को खो दिया है जिन्होंने भारतीय संस्कृति के पुनर्लेखन और नवजागरण के लिए अविस्मरणीय काम किया है। उन्होंने भारतीय संस्कृति के अध्ययन को अतीत जीवी होने से बचाया, उसे वर्तमान परिप्रेक्ष्य में समयानुकूल बनाया और भविष्योन्मुखी बनाकर नए सृजन और नए अध्ययन के लिए मार्ग प्रशस्त किया। वे एक ऐसी विदुषी थीं जिन्होंने विभिन्न परिदृश्यों में भारतीय संस्कृति को देखने की दृष्टि विकसित की, और न सिर्फ दृष्टि विकसित की, उसके लिए आवश्यक अधोरचना और संसाधन भी कैसे जुटाए जा सकते हैं इसका भी मार्ग दिखाया।
कपिला वात्स्यायन के प्रारंभिक वर्ष कश्मीर में बीते।
It's a journey that changes you and transforms you. My mother, a writer, an artist, and my grandmother was responsible for the first girls' school, which is still in Srinagar, by her name, the Devaki Kanya Vidyalaya, without parda, open to all religions.
यही संस्कार परिवार से मिले। जन्म तो दिल्ली में 25 दिसंबर 1928 को हुआ, मगर कश्मीर की आर्द्रा शक्ति सदा अपनी ओर खींचती रही। कपिला वात्स्यायन ने दिल्ली विश्वविद्यालय से अंग्रेजी में एमए और फिर मिशिगन यूनिवर्सिटी से भी इतिहास में एमए किया। उसके बाद बनारस हिंदू विश्वविद्यालय में वासुदेव शरण अग्रवाल जैसे विद्वान के निर्देशन में इतिहास, पुरातत्व और वास्तुकला में शोध किया।
She was very fortunate having studied under the great Sanskrit scholar Vasudev Shara Agrawal ji in Benares, and she had taken the topic for her thesis was classical Indian dance in literature and the arts. So, taking literature, she had taken right from the Vedas, Puranas, Mahabharata, Ramayana, various other Sanskrit texts, and the references which were given in those texts, as for example in Vedas, the description of Usha, dawn, Usha Sukta, and the poetry, the similes, the metaphors, even the gods which are described right from Rama and Krishna, Lord Shiva, were dancers.
अच्छन महाराज से कथक सीखने के अलावा भरतनाट्यम, मणिपुरी और आधुनिक नृत्यों की भी शिक्षा ली। कई संस्थाओं को स्थापित करने के अलावा इंदिरा गांधी राष्ट्रीय कला केंद्र स्थापित करने का श्रेय भी डॉक्टर कपिला वात्स्यायन को जाता है।
As someone who had been given the charge to conceptualize and visualize the center. I thought that at this stage of India's history, was it not necessary to go back at least to see within the tradition the manner in which the arts had flourished despite no patronage from the erstwhile rulers of pre-independent India.
IGNCA was her concept, and she worked with determination and, more importantly, with great dedication to ensure that the institution came into existence with all that was expected by its creators. She was proud of the fact that IGNCA was one of a kind institution without parallel anywhere else in the world. She used her considerable experience to organize the various disciplines of our heritage and establish the divisions or directorates to carry out the mandate of the institution.
जब मैं उनसे मिला और उनके इस गुण से प्रभावित हुआ, उनके मन में किसी के प्रति शिकायत का भाव नहीं था और उनके व्यक्तित्व में सकारात्मकता ही भरी हुई थी। कला के क्षेत्र में उनका जो योगदान है वह तो ऊंचा है ही, वे एक ऊंची महिला थी जिनमें अंत तक, जीवन के अंत तक सक्रियता बनी रही।
I interacted with her on various aspects pertaining to the systematic study of arts. I took forward many of her insights and implemented to the utmost satisfaction of her during my tenure at IGNCA. Our interdisciplinary approach to the arts inspired many scholars to explore new dimensions and new manifestations.
She is mourned by the humblest, poorest artisans from the rural hinterland and the most resplendent personages from culture and arts. Vibrant with an indelible sense of the sacred, she yet had a relentless attention to mundane details. A patron, connoisseur, and a cultural impresario of supreme capability, she had an uncanny instinct for the right person, cause, and moment.
Her equating of the modern notions of theory and practice with Shastra and Prayoga, encompassing all the forms of arts such as music and dance, as well as all the visual expressions, while adopting a holistic view of the arts, was one of the key ideas of her generation of scholars. As an institution builder and cultural policy maker, Dr. Vatsyayan was instrumental in creating the National Manuscripts Mission, a rich audiovisual archive, and a matchless library of primary sources in Sanskrit, Prakrit, as well as the regional languages of India and at the IGNCA, amongst others.
When I joined as member secretary at IGNC in 2012, I was in constant wonderment at this institution that she had founded to study art and Indian art and architecture, culture in its entirety, not even neglecting areas such as archiving and conservation. The reflection of a truly brilliant mind.
आदिवासी और लोक कला के क्षेत्र में योगदान और समर्पण के कारण अपने आप में एक संस्था बनी।
As a bridge between past, present, and future, it was she who made the government officials have a connect with scholars and artists. And she took the Indian culture to an international level through her indefatigable work.
There were around 150 delegates from 48 countries, and many of them were taking pictures of that screen, the screen where she was asleep. This was the impact of this award on international community.
I shared with her an understanding of the Indian tradition as based on the scriptures, the Shastras, and on the different disciplines and practices of knowledge, traditions. There is a depiction, a serial depiction of 81 poses of dance as described in a text written as early as the 2nd century BC, 2nd century AD, namely the Natya Shastra.
Her book, Classical Indian Dance Literature in the Arts, we found that it had broken completely new path. Earlier, no other work had drawn attention the way Kapilaji had drawn attention to the dance and various other art forms, sculpture, architecture, literature, painting, music, etc. The conferences that Kapilaji organized at the Indira Gandhi National Center for the Arts on Kham, absolutely mind-boggling.
When a hand moves in space and collects itself at the page, it leaves behind a sign. This is an act of space.
Who knows the real in the secret cave space of the heart and in highest heaven realizes all desires. From this, space arose, and from space air, from air fire, from fire the waters, and from the waters earth. Brahmanandavali of Taittiriya Upanishad.
That conference had her characteristically cosmic style, namely the concepts of space, ancient and modern. Her goal, in her own words, was an attempt, I quote, to reintegrate the vastly fragmented humanity of our time, end quote. We certainly need more Kapilavatyans today. The conference, which lasted 6 days, had a remarkably diverse collection of 94 speakers, namely physicists, astronomers, architects, actors, musicians, dancers, painters, filmmakers, and authors. It was a fantastic success, held together solely, I dare say, by the force of her intellect. Her second conference on the concepts of time, ancient and modern, had another equally impressive collection of international speakers, including His Holiness the Dalai Lama. Many conferences and exhibitions followed, as evidenced by this collection of conference proceedings, which I have attended in the past. Over the years, I discovered that her overarching vision was that art is the exploration and demonstration of the interconnectedness of all things, in which astronomy very nicely fits.
Dig down. Man looks up at the skies above and develops notions of space-time. By linking his own time with the celestial bodies, he gives birth to astrology. Astronomy comes about as the result of his methodical study of the sky. This gigantic figure called the Owl Man was made on a dry hillside near Naxa, Peru, over 2,000 years ago. It points one arm to the earth and the other to the heavens. For the Chukchi of northeastern Siberia, the pole star was the axis of the world between morning and evening. the Navajo drawing showing the father sky and mother earth. This 18th century drawing from Rajasthan shows time and space as the square of human experience, with the four directions extending to infinity. These pictures approximately recreate the conception of the universe according to the three ancient American Indian cultures.
For the brilliant exhibition Skull and Come, she got real hard work out of the designer team because she always wanted perfection and achieved it. Very no nonsense, very focused. A Renaissance mind whose passion extended to all art forms: dance, music, painting, theatre, literature, Indology, and philosophy. Artists were honored by her mere appearance at their exhibitions or performances or book releases, where she came not as a chief guest but as a rasika to learn and to share their journeys.
यहाँ के संगीत भारती, जिसमें पहले तो हिंदुस्तानी म्यूज़िक एंड डांस था, जिसमें पिताजी हमारे थे, आश्रम महाराज थे, उसी जगह पर उसका नाम हो गया संगीत भारती, जिसमें हम को उन्होंने रखा और हमने वहाँ तालीम शुरू की। संगीत और नृत्य के लिए बहुत बड़ा काम किया। उन्होंने ज़िंदगी भर बड़े से बड़ा काम किया और बड़ी इज्जत के साथ उन्होंने आखिरी दम तक उन्होंने सांस ली।
मेरे भाई बिरजू, जिनको लखनऊ से मैं गोदी में बिठा के लाई थी, उनके शिष्य या उनकी दूसरी या तीसरी पीढ़ी का यहाँ प्रस्तुतिकरण देखा।
She became guru to so many dancers and musicians. She was very kind and compassionate. Me and my wife Subbalakshmi, we often spent evenings with her, and she even visited our humble house. We will always remember her.
Dr. Kapila Vatsyayan was a visionary, and she was able to both promote her vision powerfully and empower others, scholars, artists, and the public. Her vision revolved around the character and the adequate representation of Indian culture. For her, this culture had to be understood in a holistic fashion. Far above the petty debates on high and low or mutual influences in culture, her view on India's heritage and living culture was comprehensive. She saw culture rather in terms of regional or temporal configurations. And these comprised all the traditions, as these were refracted and continuously renewed by the people living and circulating them. This vision took shape under her guidance in the IGNCA and is clearly represented in its overarching projects. As an artist and scholar, Kapilaji was herself heir to a sophisticated tradition, anxious to preserve, document, and circulate it. She provided a forum for expression and dialogue across the disciplines and audiences. Kapilaji met the description given by Hazari Prasad Dwivedi of a true traditionalist who stands with one foot in the tradition and with the other takes a stride into the present and the future. Such a person shapes the present, conditioned by the tradition that imbues him. Kapilaji lives on in her works and in the persons she motivated and who are bonded with her as her parampara.
ज्योतिस्फाटिकलिङ्गमौलिविलसत्पूर्णेन्दुवान्तामृतैः हस्तोकाप्लुतमेकमीशमनिशं रुद्रानुवाकान् जपेत्
they had to be documented and very difficult. This is the great challenge to capture the manner in which these rituals are done, to the shlokas which are being read inside, the Devaram hymns which are being on the threshold, the havan which is being done in one area, something, and all this is contemporaneous.
यह उनका मौलिक चिंतन था कि उन्होंने संपूर्णता के सिद्धांत के आधार पर कला और संस्कृति के अनुसंधान की मेथोडोलॉजी, शोध पद्धति का विकास किया। इंदिरा गांधी राष्ट्रीय कला केंद्र के मोनोग्राम में 4 स्वस्तिक हैं और चारों स्वस्तिक एक दूसरे से अविच्छिन्न भाव से जुड़ी हुई। सर्वम सर्वेन भावितम, यह उस मेथोडोलॉजी का प्रतीक है, उस फिलोसॉफी ऑफ आर्ट, उस कला दर्शन में कला समग्र संस्कृति से अविच्छिन्न रूप से जुड़ी हुई है। संस्कृति समग्र जीवन से अविच्छिन्न रूप से जुड़ी हुई है। जीवन समग्र परिवेश से जुड़ा हुआ है। जीवन अविच्छिन्न और निरंतर, उसका मानवीय परिवेश प्राकृतिक परिवेश से जुड़ा हुआ है। प्राकृतिक परिवेश में अंतः प्रकृति की प्रक्रिया भी है और बाह्य प्रकृति की प्रक्रिया भी है और दोनों का अविच्छिन्न भाव से संबंध। कपिला जी के कला दर्शन में कलाकोश के रूप में शास्त्र है, तो जनपर संपदा के रूप में लोक है। लोक और शास्त्र परस्पर अवलंबित।
I had good fortune of associating myself with her during my tenure as Director General, Archaeological Survey of India. Kapila ji, during her professional career spanning over 6 decades, had set up several cultural institutions, the most prominent of them being Indira Gandhi National Center for Arts, that is IGNCA. Today, IGNCA has emerged as the most versatile connoisseur of Indian art and heritage, both tangible and intangible. Kapila ji became Life Trustee of India International Center in 1988 and also became its president from 1997 to 2001 for a period of 5 years. Thereafter, she headed IISc's International Research Division as a chairperson till she breathed her last. As chairperson of IRD, she organized several international conferences and brought out invaluable publications. Last year, she was instrumental in organizing a very important conference on Africa called Understanding Africa, Continuity and Change. More than 24 eminent African scholars, at our invitation, participated in the conference. Kapila ji also served on the board of UNESCO with distinction.
रघुवंशियों में जहाँ कोई होता है, कई समाज में ऐसी बातें कोई नहीं करता.
She would often say to me, Kavita, मेरा दिल तो IGNCA में. IIC is all right, but my heart is in IGNCA. Why was that? Because she shaped the vision of IGNCA right from the beginning. If we read the vision statement of IGNCA, it conforms completely to what she felt. That all arts were interlinked. That there were no hierarchies between classical art and so-called people's art or folk art. People's art is what she liked to call it.
She opened India to me and my colleagues, puppeteers from Sweden and from other countries. She built bridges between cultures. She opened doors. She published my book. I owe her everything. And I am sure she knows and or listens to my gratitude.
Man expressing himself through the mask in such a wide variety. From ancient times, man thought of this strategy of masking himself, both to replicate the phenomena that he saw.
One of the major works that I was involved with at IGNCA in 1998 was the exhibition Man, Mask and Mind, Rupa Pratirupa. This was a huge collection of masks from all over the world, and what amazed one was her way of thinking of connecting civilizations, histories, people. It wasn't masks from India or from Brazil or from Japan, but it was masks as creation, as celebration, as life, as the Devi. And both me and our designer, Neeraj Sahai, were overwhelmed by this thought. And she always had a plan. It was the main A plan, and there was always a B plan. If this didn't work, there has to be another way to handle this. And I respect her for all that she has given us.
Her life was an amazing one, and we were privileged to know her for the last many, many years. She was, of course, a renowned scholar in Indian art, architecture, and culture, and held many prestigious positions at various levels in national and international fora on the subject of India and promoting India and Indian culture. Our late uncle Sorab Godrej used to tell us about their meetings at the India International Centre. They shared many things in common, but most importantly what they shared was to promote Indian culture, Indian aesthetics, Indian values, Indian philosophy, Indian history, indeed everything Indian about India that they could possibly think of and participate in. I myself was so privileged to have been on the board of IGNCA while I was simultaneously chairperson of NGMA Mumbai, when I had a lot of personal interaction with her. Whether we were recording the festivals of southern India, the videos, the books that came out about Videshwara, whether we were talking about the Sanskrit dictionary which was in the making, a monumental work which under her guidance, which is yet to see full completion. Whether it was just discussing the actual building of IGNCA, the library, large, vast collection within this building, how to preserve it, how to spread its knowledge.
कबीरा जी के साथ साक्षात्कार एक ऐसा था कि वो अनौपचारिक बातचीत भी अगर आप उनके साथ कर रहे हो तो एक ऐसा पारस पत्थर था जो लोहे को तो सोना बना ही देता है, और यदि सोना न भी बनाए तो उनके स्पर्श में, उनके संगत में जो भी आता था वो उसका कुछ न कुछ बदलाव हुए बिना नहीं रह सकता था। मुझे याद आते हैं अनेक ऐसे मौके जब अनौपचारिक बातचीत उनके साथ हो रही थी तो आदमी स्तब्ध रह जाता था उनके ज्ञान के विश्वकोशीय व्यापक विस्तार से। वो बहुभाषाविद थी, वो संस्कृत आदि तो जानती ही थी, नाट्य शास्त्र पर उनकी टीका टिप्पणी अद्भुत थी, गीत गोविंद पर उनकी जो व्याख्या थी वो अद्भुत थी।
You got hooked to one single poem. And that is a poem which is written in the 12th century. Love poem, not at all. Mystical poem, not at all. Musical poem, not at all. Dance poem, not at all. Theatre, not at all. Color, not. So this is the Gita Govind by Jayadeva.
The Gita Govinda consists of 12 parts, further divided into 24 songs. Each song consists of 8 couplets called Ashtapadi. These Ashtapadis have been set to music in different ragas.
Lalita Lavanga Lata Parishelana Komala Malaya Samire मधुकर निकर करम्बित कोकिल कूजित कुंज कुटीरे विघरति घरिरिघ सरस वसन्ते नित्यति युवति जनेन समं सखी विरहि जनस्य दुरन्ते.
Though rooted in tradition, was equally in consonance with modern trends. Moreover, she had the rare ability of interconnecting diverse creative idioms and integrating them into the multicultural ethos of the nation. She was the guiding spirit in the setting up of the Indira Gandhi Center of the Arts, the IGNCA, as an overarching institution for the study and documentation of the arts. Systematically, the institution addressed the task of identifying numerous traditions, past and present, in areas such as fine arts, architecture, performing arts, and literature. She steered the activities of the center for several decades, and her legacy is being carried forward admirably in the different projects undertaken by the IGNCA. Dr. Vatsayana's insightful approach has incentivized young researchers to explore and investigate the tangible and intangible forms of heritage of this country.
कपिला जी को मैं बचपन से जानती थी. असल में इलाहाबाद में वो मेरे माता पिता, जो पिताजी मेरे श्री भारत भूषण अग्रवाल हिंदी के प्रसिद्ध कवि और माता श्रीमती बिट्टू अग्रवाल जो कि लेखिका भी थी, उनके अज्ञे जी और कपिला जी बहुत अभिन्न मित्र थे. इलाहाबाद में उनका हमारे घर आना जाना काफ़ी था. हालांकि बहुत अंतर उम्र में नहीं था मेरी माँ में और कपिला जी में, पर क्योंकि कपिला जी 1-2 साल उनसे बड़ी थी तो वो मेरी माँ को छोटी बहन मानती थी. इसलिए बचपन से मैं कपिला जी को कपिला मौसी ही कहती थी और अंतिम समय तक मैंने कपिला मौसी के ही संबोधन से संबोधित करती रही. मेरे लिए वो उतनी ही अजीज़ थी जैसे कोई मौसी होती है. और जब भी वो ये अज्ञे दंपत्ति हमारे घर आते थे तो मुझे याद है कि घर में फिर से दोबारा से थोड़ा सफाई सुथरा करने की कोशिश की जाती थी. ताज़े फूल लगाए जाते थे क्योंकि कपिला जी बहुत ही सुघड़ और कलात्मक महिला थी और उनको सुघड़ता और कलात्मकता बहुत पसंद थी.
The very first thing that man is conscious of, that this earth is like a globe and it is circular in form. He's also conscious of the fact that a vertical emerges from this. And that vertical naturally is the tree. And it is the tree that then transforms itself into that pillar. That pillar which is partly under the earth and partly above. That tree and that pillar, that acts as Mundi, and that Meru, the mountain, is the connection between earth and the sky.
We proposed her 3-4 projects on Karnataka temples, and one more important one is Pampa Mahatmya, which has not been translated into any other languages, Indian languages, not European languages. So she accepted all our projects, and I am immensely thankful to her, and especially very thankful to her because by her grace I was able to work on 2 Shaiva communities in Karnataka, that is Kalamukha and Pashupata. On these 2 religions, not many people have worked, and by her grace, I was able to do something which is not an usual subject.
I continuously received her affections for last nearly 50 years, since she was in close contact with my father, late Professor C. Mani, whose commemoration volume of Sitayan was edited by her as its first editor. She also released my felicitation volume, Mani Sushma, in April 2015.
I knew Dr. Vatsan even before I became Secretary Culture at the end of 2008. And I knew her as someone who wrote on culture, theorized, and had promoted many aspects of culture. She was firmly fixated on improving our knowledge of India's past. She would quarrel with so-called liberals on this issue, and the fantastic collection that has been made at the IGNCA was primarily her networking.
She donated all her thousands of books and other source material to IGNCA. She did not think of the institution as an ivory tower without contact with the general public.
डॉक्टर कपिला वात्स्यायन आज स्मृति शेष हैं। स्मृति है उनकी कृतियों की, जिन्होंने भारत ही नहीं विश्व के सारस्वत एवं सांस्कृतिक रंगमंच पर जीवंत योगदान किए हैं। स्मृति है कपिला जी की दृष्टि की, जो लोक को शास्त्र से, परंपरा को प्रयोग से, पूर्व को पश्चिम से, प्राचीन को अर्वाचीन से जोड़ती है। वह एक अनूठी सेतु है कलाओं के विमर्श एवं अभिव्यक्तियों के मध्य। उसी समग्र दृष्टि की अनुपम कृति है इंदिरा गांधी राष्ट्रीय कला केंद्र। कृष्ण भूमि ब्रज से उनका गहरा नाता रहा है। अपने प्रारंभिक जीवन में नृत्य कला के आध्यात्मिक स्वरूप की अनुभूति हुई उन्होंने अपने नृत्य गुरु के आदेश पर राधा कुंड में कुछ वर्ष घोर साधना की थी।
She believed that the Indian tradition of art was not merely a tradition of performance. It was also a tradition of a philosophy. And this philosophy of art was enshrined in what was called the Shastras of art. Therefore, she laid a great emphasis on collecting, editing, and publishing the Kala, Mool Shastras, and all other Shastras related to different aspects of Indian religion, life, social life, human relations, and art, how it is to be seen in the lives of the common people or the Janapad Sampada. It is this tradition that we have to keep up. And the primary task of focusing on the textual tradition
आज जब वो नहीं है तो मुझे लगता है कि ये जो व्यक्तिगत क्षति बहुत लोगों को होगी जिन्होंने उनके साथ शिष्यत्व उनका प्राप्त किया था। मेरे लिए उनकी तरह एक तरह से ये एकलव्य द्रोणाचार्य का अरिष्टा पक्ष था। और मुझे लगता है कि भले उनका पार्थिव शरीर आज हमारे साथ नहीं है, मगर एक प्रेरणादायक अंतः सलीला सरस्वती की तरह, जिसका आज भले ही अदृश्य लोप हो गया हो, वो हमारे भीतर प्रवाहित होती रहेंगी।
With her passing away, the country has lost a great scholar, art critic, authority on Indian dance, drama and music. Her academic excellence will always be remembered with great respect and adorations.
To end, I say a few lines from Mevlana Rumi. The world exists as you perceive it. It is not what you see, but how you see it. It is not what you hear, but how you hear it. It is not what you feel, but how you feel it. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop.
I really wish when I was younger I had sat at her feet, because the knowledge she imparted me in the last 10 years was something that I will treasure and never forget.
बिस्मन बिस्म भय बिस्माद जिन देखा तिन आया स्वाद such a bismad a wonder was she.
My deepest reverential remembrance to Dr. Vatsan. May she live forever in her works and in the people she shaped to carry her work forward.
कपिला जी का प्यार, उनका दुलार, उनका स्नेह मैं कभी भी भूल नहीं पाऊंगी।
मैं उनके लिए बहुत श्रद्धापूर्वक उनकी श्रद्धांजलि देता हूँ।
कला संस्कृति की अनुसंधान की मौलिक पद्धति की प्रवर्तक डॉक्टर कपिला जी को शत शत श्रद्धांजलि।
The void left behind by Dr. Vatsyayan will be felt for a long time to come. May her soul rest in peace.
I pay homage to Kapila ji on behalf of ISC family and my own behalf. May the soul of Kapila ji, who was indeed Mataji of ISC, rest in peace.
My salutations to that great lady who has dissolved her entire being into the Panchabhutas.
May her soul rest in peace. भगवान उनकी आत्मा को मुक्ति दे, शांति दे. We will always miss her.
कहाँ लो कहिए कपिला जी की बात, कृति एवं कीर्ति यस्य सजीवती, वे हमारे मध्य हैं और रहेंगी।
Such a Mahan Vibhuti will leave behind a void which cannot and will not be filled, perhaps forever. My humble and respectful tribute to Kapila ji.
कपिला वात्स्यायन जी को ईश्वर ने लंबी जिंदगी दी, सार्थक और सफल जीवन यात्रा उन्होंने पूरी की। मैं उनकी स्मृति को आज नमन करता हूँ और कपिला जी मेरे जैसे बहुत सारे लोगों के लिए प्रेरणा स्तंभ बनी रहेंगे।
आज हमने शरीर रूप में मां सरस्वती की इस पुत्री को अवश्य खो दिया है, लेकिन हमारा विश्वास है कि अपने कृतित्व के माध्यम से, अपने विचार के माध्यम से वे हमेशा हमारे बीच रहेंगी और हमें सतत प्रेरणा देती रहेंगी। कपिला जी जैसी हस्तियां सदियों में एक आध बार होती हैं और हम सब भाग्यशाली हैं कि हमें कुछ समय उनके साथ रहने का, उनके साथ कार्य करने का, उनका मार्गदर्शन प्राप्त करने का अवसर मिला। हमारे इस भाग्य के लिए हम परमपिता परमात्मा को, ईश्वर को धन्यवाद देते हैं और कपिला जी की स्मृति को साक्षात नमन करते हैं, वंदन करते हैं, इसी आशा के साथ कि वे ऐसे ही भविष्य में भी हम सबका मार्ग प्रशस्त करती रहेंगी।
कला जीवन की अभिव्यक्ति है, एक अबाध क्रम जो जीवन को निरंतरता प्रदान करता है। हे समय, तुम्हें नमन करते हुए तुम्हारे समीप आते हैं। तुम ही कला के स्रोत हो, अग्नि को अर्पित सत्य की अत्यंत प्रकाश तुम ही हो।
In this life, what we call life, its limitations and its possibility of beyond life is for you to explore that inside in you.
है